Hey, howdy folks, and how you doing this week? I hope everybody's having a great week. This is Friday. We've been trying to get a lot of work done this week. In fact, putting on a video this week would have been darn near impossible. But it also recognized a problem coming up that I'm starting to face a little bit. 3D printing. Monday we were hit with, I guess you could say, a record number of orders from the clients, and it was like, this is the most ever been ordered. But also it's been busy since the very beginning of this year, and for some reason Monday felt like it almost kind of like it went over the top, and I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to change products on printers. All my printers, all of them were running pretty much night and day into Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon started to look like we were going to catch a break, but Wednesday afternoon we were up to around 2 o'clock for orders, but it was now Wednesday 8 o'clock at night, which means I'm still 6 hours lagging behind the orders that are coming in. And by Thursday morning we caught up. Now last night it got real quiet, and it's like this is the bottom of the roller coaster or whatever it is, but we've had the fun ride this week, and now it's a little calm. It was like, good, maybe we can sit down, do a video, and talk. Hey, we're out in the garage here for a bit. It's cold. Got these units warming up, doing a couple of changes here. In fact, this one here is waiting for filament to arrive so that I can put this back on to get it running, because we need to produce some product on this one right now. This week got so busy that I realized there's a big question going on here, and I started thinking about something. By Wednesday night, we were so far behind in trying to make up all these orders. I realized that there's a couple of problems. Now, if I had more machines, which would be nice, it wouldn't have been as quite a panic this week as it was. But at some point, you look at this as being a side hustle, but it's a business, and it's like, okay, so how many machines do I need? Obviously I don't need 100 machines, but do I need 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever number of machines to be here ready to go at any time? And right now, the way it stands, we had purchased I was just sitting in front of it a minute ago there. You probably saw it sit there. It was the Cobra 2 Plus. I had bought that as a backup machine for parts, and if anything went wrong, we could rely on that machine until we fixed our larger Cobra 2 Max. And all of that has gone awash. The 2 Cobra machines are pumping out product at the same time. Sometimes Monday to Friday it's pumping out product, especially over weekends and stuff when a lot of orders come in. These 2 here get to rest a little bit here and there, and then they have to pump some product out for a day or two, and then they go back to sleepy mode again for a bit. So I'd like to have a machine for prototyping or stuff. I don't have one. In fact, even for YouTube, I want to do some projects. I can't, because I would interfere with production, and you do not dare interfere with production, especially this week when you got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday night, Tuesday, into Wednesday, to change products on the, get the PEI sheet cleaned off and get it started back up to make the next product, that sort of thing, overnight and stuff, and just pumping out product throughout the day. It was like, and then of course, right in behind that, I got down to where I had 2 full spools left on the machines. Both of them right now are loaded with the last of the filaments I had of that type, and that was it. There was no more filament. But the filament did show up late last night that I reordered immediately when I realized, whoa, we're running out of filament this week. And so I got some more in, and I've got more coming, which was like good, because I always like to keep several spools of each color ahead of orders, and suddenly I'm behind in everything. Anyways, the big question really is, what do you do at this point? One thing I did do was I said I've got machines ordered in that will help relax the situation. The other thing was I still don't have enough machines. Technically, as the orders come in, some of these machines have to run 3 hours apart or something for product and things. So it's almost a math problem at that point. And also, it's a question of how much time do you want in your life to be devoted to your side hustle
when I've got a lot of other things to work on, a lot of other things to be doing. And here I am tied up with, 3D printing and having to ship stuff out day to day. So am I complaining? No, I like the money, Don't we all like the money? The money is good. But the problem is your time, your amount of how much free time or whatever, and just video, running a video right now for YouTube. And it's like, I have to squeeze this in on a Friday because up until Friday, I haven't had the time to sit down and say, hey, let's throw the camera on and, talk to the folks out there at YouTube and see how everybody's doing this week. It's been too crazy, So this week, and I guess going into next week and the next few weeks even, I'm going to be looking at perhaps not putting out any more new product this year. We're already 48% over top of what we did last year. Yeah, that's really not a number because it kind of like doesn't really tell me anything other than, okay, I've got 48% more sales than I did last year. I've got like 100% more visitors to the sites and things. It was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not wanting to put out any more new product ideas for the rest of this year at this time because we can't keep up with what we have until we have more machines. Once I have more machines, do I want to do that? Does that mean I'm going to get tied up with more product to ship out? It's like, it's like a domino effect, isn't it? It's amazing. So the other thing I was thinking about was even cutting some of the slow selling products and just cutting them out. Just like, forget it. We're just not going to supply that anymore. There's no point. Somebody else want to pick that up, have at it. You go ahead and sell it. It sells every couple of months. You get an order in or something for it or something like that. And then there are certain clients that I want to keep because it's been good turnover. It's like, it's not a problem. The money's good. It's easy enough. It takes about 3 hours per item and just make it and, sell it and whatever. But it's really, I want to be able to control, I guess, my time, and I don't have it. My time has gotten completely out of control somehow. But I would like to have more time to design stuff that I want for myself, even for 3D printing. I don't. Just an example. The Cobra 2 Plus was for backup and maybe prototyping or something like that, and it's a production machine now. It's constantly pumping out product with the other one, and the two of them can't keep up. So it's like, yeah, that says one thing: you need more machines. I don't know how many machines I want to have, but I had planned on extensively running up to, I think the original plan was to have about 16 machines or something at some point if I peaked. I did have up to, I think it was, I don't remember the number. It might have been 17 machines, but they were slow. They were like CR10s, CR10 Max, longer LK5 Pro. They all took 14 hours or more to make, one product. So of course you had to have, a dozen of those things running all the time to try to keep up. Now I've got these Cobras, and they knock the same product out in about 2.5, 3 hours per product. And big difference with those old bed slingers, you can't disturb the bed much. So you really need the product to cool down and very carefully get the product off the bed so that you don't screw up the leveling. And then you can start the next one, check the first layer, make sure it's going down, and you could walk away at that point or something. These Cobras, you can rip the PEI sheet off, flex it, pop the product off, throw it back on, and start the next product. Big difference in production time alone. You're not waiting for like an hour to cool down or something. You don't have to do that. You can, you give it 5 or 10 minutes of cool down cycle, pop the product, and go to the next one. So that was huge. That was one of the reasons I got rid of all those machines and just got into these Cobras, because I can quickly switch to the next product immediately. The other thing, of course, is I need that 320 to 350 millimeter bed size for most of the client stuff. This stuff here makes the small stuff not a big deal. These two here, they can be here forever. They're not a problem. They're not falling behind. They keep up just fine with everything that gets ordered all the time, because they only make just the little things that are the knickknacks or whatever you want to call them. So that's fine. But the Cobras, only having 2 of them right now has really become a bit of a bear, And I've got a couple more machines. End of February, March, 2 more machines coming in that'll be here. We'll be reviewing them, that sort of thing. That's cool. But at some point, I would like to have at least one machine where we can play with, doing projects for like YouTube, where you and I can, make something cool and look at it. Also like to be able to prototype if I do want to make a new product and test it. I can do that. I would have a machine to do it with. The manufacturers have offered to sell, to bring in and oh, let's ship you some filament. I'm like, no, don't, because I can't produce anything with your filament right now because my machines are tied up. They are tied up purely on production. I can't interfere with that. I need the reliability, the stability of being able to, the order comes in, I can fire the machine up immediately and begin producing that part if I need it right away. You can't interfere with that. You don't want to. It wouldn't be good. It's not smart business, whatever. Anyway, so I've really tried to decide this year, I'm going to try to get a handle on this a little bit and see if we can't not so much control the orders, I guess, but try to limit how much time is needed to fulfill those orders. And that way I'm not struck down constantly with the issue that I had this week. This week was really sort of a learning curve in itself about side hustles. Like, this thing's starting to turn into a full-time job I don't need. I just don't want it. I would like to have time for other things like YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, that's my spiel for this week. It's crazy, it's bloggy, whatever, but I will probably use voice isolation to cut the noise down because I've got a lot of fan noise going on here right now. And hopefully next week we'll get back into other projects and things. Got the Camaro coming. Could be here as early as next week, but won't be doing a lot with that until after the building is up. Once the building's up, we'll really get into that car. And I want to look at seeing about maybe making some custom stuff with 3D printing for the car. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, thanks for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notice bell. And time being, over and out.